Showboating Sports, guys. Glad you guys could make it in here today. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would, let's get this thing rolling. I'm going to say hi to all the people that's already in the chat. Miss Karma is in the building. Good evening, everyone. Hit the like button on your way in. Appreciate you, Miss Karma. And also, we have League of Legacies. What's up with your League of Legacies? And for all the people that are coming back to the channel, appreciate you guys coming back. We are going to get this thing rolling. Also, we got the phone lines up and going. Man, so we're going to go and get this party started, man. I'm ready. Been waiting all weekend for this. You know what I mean? Been tied up, wasn't able to do a whole lot. But guess what? We are rocking and rolling and rocking and rolling. So y'all just give me 1 second. I forgot to go get it. Salute. Salute. Had to go grab my stuff. Had to grab my stuff. You guys saw it? Yeah, had it in there, pipe and hop. So now we ready to rock and roll. Yeah, Mr. Betts, what's up with you? Beatrice Betts, appreciate you rolling up in here, fam. Okay, guys, so like I said, the phone lines are open. We always got those things cracking. What's up, Andre Smith? What's up with you, fam? Appreciate you rolling up in here, man. Yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about tonight, man. We're going to get on this Frank Martin fight. We're going to talk about that stuff. And you know how we do. We're going to get on a little bit of stuff. What's up, Avion Green? Appreciate you rolling up in here, fam. Salute to everybody. So we're going to get this thing cooking, man. So you guys get to check out that fight this weekend. Y'all go ahead and give me your thoughts. Like I said, the phone lines are open. So we are definitely ready. We're ready for this thing. I know I'm ready. I've been waiting on this. Man. What's up, Miss Devin? How are you? Appreciate it. Will Peoples, what's up with you, man? My day has been good. My weekend was awesome. Like I said, I had to work a little bit Saturday night a little bit. And by the time I got through working, the people rented my place out. By the time I got everybody out there good and, they got everything cleaned up. By the time I made it home to watch the fight, I was just barely making it in. Got there right on time. Got there right up under the co-main event. As soon as the co-main event was over with, hey, it was on and popping. Oh, I'm doing good, Miss Devin. You guys get to watch the fight this weekend. And still, what's up? Adrian is in the building. Everybody's rolling up in here. KTB, what's good, fam? Oh my goodness. I'm glad to see everybody back, man. I couldn't wait for this tonight, man. I want to get here and get y'all's thoughts on this Martin fight for who all saw it. If you guys didn't see it, we're gonna talk about it with the ones who did. You know what I mean? So what's up with y'all, man? Anybody get to go to the fight? Anybody saw the fight personally? What's up, Double AR? What's up with you, man? Oh my goodness, we got everybody rolling up in here, man. All right, let's break it down, man. Like I said, the phone lines are open. I want to hear from you guys. I want to see what you guys got to say about this Frank Martin fight, him and Rivera. Oh my goodness, it was a good fight. A little bit, it was a good fight. It was a little bit, man, Martin was a lot better at that than than I thought he was going to be. He said I was almost right. He didn't press in the 10th, 11th, and 11th round, though he kind of lit up. Avery 81st, appreciate you, fam, rolling up in here. Said Frank looked really good. C. Dewberry, what's up with you, fam? Appreciate you rolling up in here, man. Salute. Did you get to watch the fight this weekend? Said Man Down Productions, Frank Martin is a threat at 135. Yes, he is, Mr. Smith. A real threat. What's up, bearded one? Salute, man. Hey. Listen, I didn't get to go on to the fight, but me and the bearded one, we was over on, we was watching the fight, and I sent some stuff out to people, and everybody was sending me stuff, and me and him was going back and forth about the fight, man. We had things scored about the same. We was going back to the comments. We like, hey, what you thought? Yeah. Said I enjoyed it, but I didn't expect it to be that easy for Frank. I agree, Devin. I agree all day long on that one. Martin is a beast, like their motto is, no tune-ups. Hey, you right, Adrian. You right. You dead right about that. No tune-ups. Hey, Derek had him right. Derek had him right. He made a little bit of mistakes. He made a few mistakes, but to step up that high with a caliber fighter like that and make it look that easy, man, that was good. That was awesome. That was really awesome. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I definitely like that. Yeah. KTB said, he said, Martin put on a show. They need to fight him now before he gets better. Hey, listen, they better go jump on him. Did you hear what Shakur Stevenson said? Shakur said, hey, I'll fight him right now. That's what he said. Bro, I saw the whole thing. Rolly Romero said Rivera was weight drained. Listen, Rolly just trolls everybody, man. Said Martin looked good. Yeah. Hey, he looked better. Hey, he's on point, man. He's on point. He's coming along. He is coming along. Yep. Says Spence wanted a knockout. Yep. Yeah. But to be honest, Brown Lumber, he should have got that knockout. You don't listen. He should have went for it because he needed to have that on his belt. What's up, T Word? Yeah, I know you got to see the fight, man. We want to hear your thoughts on that. We get everybody's thoughts. Yeah, hats off to Derek James. Yeah, most underrated trainer. Yeah, he got fighter of the year though. Y'all in her cooking off the rip. Oh hell yeah, we coming with it today. Yeah, Rolly is cap. Listen, Rolly is the biggest troll, man. You know what I mean? Even Ali said he was drained, but that was an excuse. Man, listen, let me tell you something. Frank Martin looked good. Made a few little mistakes, but you see what he did in there? He went right off the bat and took away Rivera's jab. He took that jab right away. But I'm going to tell you, one of the things that Rivera did, he actually made the fight a lot easier for Martin by not stepping out. He kept going to his right when he should have been rolling to his left. He just kept going into that left punch. He did it all night. He set it up for Martin. Martin stayed on his body a whole lot, but there was a few times he should have kept his foot on the gas. He hurt him a little bit, but he should put his foot on the gas. He's got to get that. He's got it. He's on it. Now, I'm not taking nothing away from him, but you can see the guy's a little green. And it's just us and her cooking. We just talking about it. We ain't going down. You know what I mean? We ain't going crazy. Said when Martin took away his jab, it was over. Oh, it was over. It was over. And then he kept rolling he kept rolling the wrong way. He should have been going left, getting away from that left hand. Yeah, he should have did that. Said Shakur stepped forward. Shakur outboxes him. Haney outpoints him. Gervonta Davis KOs him. He's good though. I think he needs another good fight. He needs another good fight like that. Rolly, y'all. Oh yeah, Rolly all cap all day, every day. But I like that about Rolly. I mean, he's even. He talks shit about Crawford. He talks shit about Spence. He talks shit about everybody. But what's funny is, what is he gonna do when these guys, you know what I mean? Rolly, and you know what? He tries not to smile when he talks that crap. But you know what, man? Rolly, hey, listen, he's gonna sell the fight. You know what I mean? I don't think Rolly's putting on nothing big, but Rolly's putting money in the bank every time he talks trash. But I would like to see Frank Martin fight him. I like to see that. That'd be a good fight. You know what I mean? That'd be a good fight. And that's what Martin would need, They always try to find an excuse for the losers. Rivera fought 2 months ago and had no problem making 135. Now he loses and it's hard to make weight. Yeah, that didn't look weight drained or none of that, Adrian. Nah, that didn't look weight drained or nothing, man. I agree with you. When a fight loses, sometimes you just lose, man. You know what I mean? He lost to a really good guy, but that was all. Listen. Frank Martin is a good fighter. He is. But that was all Derek James. Derek James showed out in there. You know what I mean? What's up, Kobe Talk Show? What's up with you, fam? Salute. That was Derek James. That's the greatness of Derek James. Derek James helps his fighters, and they make the adjustment. Rolly's a poor man's 50 Cent trying to get petty award. Yeah. Martin is a unanimous problem. Yeah, Martin could have got the knockout, but very disciplined attack. Yeah, he was. But he should have kept his foot on the gas, though. He should have kept his foot on the gas a little bit more. He should have turned it up. When he saw he was hurting, what's up, B Megastar? Yeah, when he saw he was hurting, man, he should have turned it up. He should have turned it up. I mean, nothing over the top to get loose in there, to put yourself in harm's way. Yeah. He said, what do you say? Let me see. You scroll down too fast. He said, Rolly said he's 140 from now on. Rolly won't Spence. He said, man, Rolly ain't gonna beat nobody at 147. You know what I mean? He better not call out Regis because Regis go ahead and finish him. I want to see Martin versus Rolly or Martin versus Shakur. Yeah, I like to see it too, but I don't think I honestly Martin's not ready for Shakur yet. I think he needs another little fight, but that would be Shakur's first fight at 135, so that'd be good. That'd be good. That'd be good. What's the difference in skill set and Derrick James? That was just the difference of skill set and Derrick James. Yeah. I agree. I agree with you, man. I read that wrong. Yeah, I agree with you. Say KTB said, he was hard for him to get low, so he was ducking his head too much. He didn't keep on foot outside his corner. Didn't point that out. Yeah, they didn't. But you saw towards the end, they told him he needed a knockout. You know what I mean? They should have to make the adjustments. Frank said he knows he should have added to the heat and got him out of there. Yeah, he should have. He should have, because you can't let those opportunities get away from you. You know what I mean? And if you got an opponent hurt, you got to keep him hurt. Even if he didn't try to go for the knockout, he should have been beating that body up while he was hurt. You know what I mean? To really hurt him, because you never know. So a good fighter can come back out of that. You know what I mean? What's up, Diana? Salute. Appreciate you rolling up in here. Yeah. So Frank Martin did good. Could have done a little bit better. You know what I mean? And but Derrick James, the one thing I can tell you about him, Frank follows instructions. He does. He follows it to a T. He did what he's supposed to do. He changed up, switched up. What's up, AM Sports? What's up, Jay? Yeah, salute to you, man. Yeah, man, we in here cooking about this fight, man. We talking about everybody's thoughts about this fight. Man, Derrick James and Frank Martin showed out in that fight, especially with a caliber of fighter like Michael Rivera. You know what I'm saying? He's a good fighter. He really is. And for you to do a fighter like that and make it that easy, oh my goodness. The two things that I will say, I give him credit for following. 8 Mile, what's up with you, fam? Salute. I give him credit for that. I give him credit for all of that. But this is just us nitpicking. I'm not beating a dead horse. Hold on, here we go. We got somebody coming in. Hold 1 second, Gerald. Hold 1 second. I had this thing tuned up. Press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2. Hold on, Gerald. Gerald, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. All right, hold 1 second, man. What happened was I thought I had this thing tuned in. Hold on, let me make sure I got this. Gerald. Hello? Can you hear me? Gerald.
Yep.
All right, you on, man. You on and popping. Go ahead for me.
All right. Man, really good fight, man. I agree with you. Derrick James and Frank showed out. Like I said, man, it's hard to bet against Derrick James as long as he got a capable fighter, or
Mm-hmm.
I think they show up and they do their thing. I would like to see Keyshawn Davis and Frank before you fight like a Shakur. Somebody like that. I think that'd be like that fight, like you were saying earlier, or like another step up fight, another tester fight for him. That'd be pretty good. I think both of them still at that point. So I would really like to see that fight. I think Keyshawn said something to him, after he won and stuff like that. But excellent fight, man. Who will you have in that fight, Keyshawn versus Frank?
I'm going Frank Martin.
Frank Martin,
I'm going Frank Martin. And you know what would really be awesome? Yeah. If Spence and Bud fought and had them two on the undercard, oh my goodness, man. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be crazy. That would be crazy.
God, man, listen, that would be a hell of just those two right there would be good. That's them, just those, you know what I mean? But they add to it, but that would be good. And that give them enough time to get it done. You know what I'm saying? That give them enough time to get it done. So, oh my goodness.
That'd be an amazing card. Yeah. There's so much to be made, man. I hope it happened. Like, that'd be dope.
What was your pick on the fight? How did you call it before you did it?
I went with Frank. Like I said, it's hard to bet against Derrick James. It's real hard. So like I really didn't see much of Michel at first. I kind of looked him up after it. I heard the fight announcement here and there. Mm-hmm. But like I said, it's hard to pick against Derrick James. Like that approach is so systematic. You know what I mean? Like they really pick people apart, and they keep doing it consistently. So they do look like, you know, like I didn't think he was gonna win. I didn't think Frank was gonna win like that. Like, you know what I mean? He really kind of outclassed him to me. It was like, oh shit, like, you know, yeah, I don't know. Like I expected Rivera, what's his name?
Rivera, Michael Rivera.
Michael Rivera. Yeah, but when you put together a good plan, though, I mean, it's hard to defeat it or make adjustments. And they had his number, so it is what it is, you know.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, he takes Frank Martin takes really good direction. I like that. He listened to Derek James a whole lot. The other thing that I really liked about that situation is that he made sure he never got ahead of himself. Like what he did was he made sure that he stayed in the pocket. He didn't get too excited. He didn't let the moment overcome him. You know what I mean? He was relaxed in the ring. You know what I'm saying? You think he had that fighter hurt, you would see some more emotions coming out of him, right? But he was calm, cool, and collective. He was almost on the verge of being too cool. You know what I'm saying? He should have, I think he should have stepped up just a little bit more, not put himself in harm's way, but he should have stepped up a little more because he had him hurt. He had him hurt. But this is the thing. Let me say this, and I'm gonna get you tell me what you think about it.
Okay.
Frank Martin did good, right? But and I give him credit for that. I give Derek James credit for that. But Michael Rivera would not, he kept rolling to the right, getting closer to that left hand. He kept leaving himself open for that left. So that was how you should have been able to make adjustments. It was like the southpaw he didn't know what to do with a southpaw. You know what I mean? And it was just just the little stuff. He should have made those adjustments. You know what I'm saying? As his trainer, the only thing that I saw more than anything was they kept saying, oh, at the end, oh, you need to go for this knocking. But you should have kept telling, man, roll, get away from that left hand. You roll opposite. You keep your foot. You keep your foot on the opposite side of that, man. I mean, that's just one-on-one. That's something that they should have been working at in the gym, him going in that fight anyway. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't have been his mistake to keep making. And every time he got hit, he just would not make that adjustment. He wouldn't make it. He wouldn't make it. And he kept getting popped for it. You're like, dude, you keep getting popped. At some point, the fighter has to have that instinct of his own. You know what I mean? Even though your trainer is there to do stuff, but as a fighter, you got to know how to make adjustments on the fly. You don't just keep getting popped in the face. He kept getting popped in the face.
Do you think that the moment got to Michel or Michael? Whatever?
I don't think the moment got to him. I think Derek James got to him. I think that what they put out there, because soon as Frank Martin came out, the first thing he did was start throwing that hand straight to the body, right? And I think that jab, and I think that jab works so much for Michael Rivera so much that when they started messing up his timing, because if you notice something, Frank Martin, his distance was perfect. Dude, he was too far out to get hit, you know what I mean? And close enough to strike. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to take it all up from you, man, but I want to hear it from you though. But I was just, So
no. You hit on the nail to me, like it's like they had his number, and like once somebody have your number, it's hard to you look like him. Because he didn't know what to do, you know, to counter, to do something different. He was there. He was there to be hit and there to be, you know, to be dominated. Really, that was an excellent game plan. Like I said, Derek James, he really put together some crazy game plans that really nullifies the opponent. And it's like, damn, they thought this person was going to be something a little bit different, but nah, you take them strengths away. It's a wrap. So excellent. All that, that was dope. I think Jamel, he kind of get on the ball, but I don't really recall seeing something. Probably he do, but it seems like a lot of them are very. His camp is really composed. Like they don't get too excited. Jamel kind of do. Like they do this. You know, he is Jamel. You know what I mean? But they do really good with composure in the ring and not getting too far ahead of themselves. Or if they do get ahead of themselves, you can see him kind of reel it back a little bit and kind of readjust and reset and stuff like that. But yeah, like you said, Frank really didn't press it like he could have. I feel like, especially after he knocked him down, I feel like he could have got on him. It was several times he could have really just got on him and you know.
Yeah, he could have. There's a few times he had him against the ropes.
Got him out of there, but
there was a few times he had him on the ropes. He could have capitalized on that. And it's just like you gotta get a level of respect out of that opponent and your next opponents to let people know, if I got you hurt, I'm gonna finish your ass. And what that does is that adds a little bit of fear. And when that fear comes, you start second guessing yourself, because boxing on some of those levels is just really starting to be mental. You know what I mean? So when you're in there fighting, you want that person, you want to be in that person's head a lot more, whether they're second guessing themselves, whether they doubting themselves, whether they scared to that. And if they know they can be finished, they know they got another killer on that side over there that can take them out, there's less things that they're going to put themselves in harm's way. That's the whole thing. And I'm not going to get on Bud about it, but Bud, you know, when Bud fights people, he take unnecessary hits he shouldn't take, because he knows I'm going to knock this dude out, correct? Now, certain fighters, you can't take that with, and he won't do it. You know what I mean? It's just like Spence says, it looks different from the outside, but when you get in, then I'm doing something different, right? So that's why I say Frank should have done something a little different. Oh, yeah, and T-Word just said he went on cruise control. Yep. And he should have never went on cruise control. It is just like what you said about Jermell Charlo. See, Jermell Charlo, his problem is he listens to Derek James, but when he gets so hyped up and so mad, he's trying to knock you out. He's trying to get you out of there, right? And so Derek James got to bring him down. Well, with Frank Martin, we got to bring him up a little bit. You got the skills, you had the speed, you had him hurt. You should have been letting fists fly at that point. You know what I mean? You should have been going, because there was a few times in there when he was turning them and spinning them and doing it. You saw his speed, but he didn't use it. It's like, dude, you had him hurt. You got to get him out of there, man. You don't get paid for overtime.
That's true.
You don't get paid for overtime.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's super true. Man, he should, and if he couldn't get him out, he should just start just punishing him. Like you said, send a message to the next fighter. Hey, you know, if I get you here, you got something to think about. So but man, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the comments.
All right, man. Appreciate you calling in, fam. Thanks, man.
All right.
Yeah, man. Hey, the phone lines are open. Anybody else want to call in? But yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah. Yeah. He's a very athletic fighter. Problem is, this is the thing. That's why a lot of people's getting hyped, and I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers are sitting there talking about what Earl Spence said about Jermell Charlo. Said when he said he'll fight anybody. I don't want to see that fight between him and Jermell Charlo. I don't think that they should ever make that fight happen unless it's just a sparring match and you paying for a sparring match. Because at the end of the day, a boxer and his trainer is a team. It's a team. So if Earl doesn't have if Earl or Jermell doesn't have Derek James in their corner, then you're not getting the total package. You're just not. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. So I'm like, everybody getting hyped talking about that, man. I'm going down that road. I think Earl's just talking shit. And I hope Earl just talking shit. And I think Earl really would for $50 million. I mean, probably who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't get in there $50 million, win or lose? But at the end of the day, it's just you out there all by yourself, and you need your coach in your team, and you're not even going to feel right to be out there boxing without your coach. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to pay that kind of money for a sparring match. I would love to see it. You know what I mean? But I mean, just for the sake of just two guys as good boxers going at it, right? But a real boxing match, them two dudes going in there trying to win the belt, I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see it. But them sparring and going at it, I'd like to see that. But besides a glorified sparring match, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that, man. I don't. And I think Earl should kill that. You know what I mean? I know Earl talking shit, but hopefully him and Jermell on the same page, that they both just harassing each other, man. Because I don't want anything out of that camp. That camp is nice. Derek James' camp is nice. He didn't have a lot of people in there. He didn't have a lot of stupid shit going on down there in his stuff. And Mel started out with Shields, but with him being down there, when he asked Earl, can I come down there? I would just love to see them fight just the two. I mean, what I mean by that is in a sparring match. I don't want to see them going there for belts, because if you look at him and you look at Spence, they both need Derrick James. So if they in there fighting, who's going to be there to tell them to make the proper adjustments? Is Derrick James going to choose side and go with Spence? Then you lose Jermell Charlo. You lose him. Because why would he come back? Yeah, I think he did, man. But I think they should stop pushing that whole narrative. You know what I mean? Because I don't want nothing in that camp to start ruffling feathers, man. They get along just fine. They act like brothers, man. Matter of fact, they act better than brothers because Jamel and Jamal get into it. Earl and them don't. You know what I mean? I don't want to see no conflict going on in that gym. That gym is good, peaceful. They doing their thing, man. And Derrick James is a great trainer, man. He really is, man. And I ain't gonna say good. I'm saying great because he earned the title of being great. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care to see it, man. But I know everybody's been pushing at her lately, man. And I'm not pushing that, man. That's why I didn't even comment on it. I mean, I say, you know what I mean, what we talk about, but other than that, man, I'm not pushing it because I don't want to see that shit, man. Because the one that loses, if Earl's got Derrick James, he should. I mean, you know what I mean? He's got the advantage. You got to have your trainer, man. You got to. But back to that. But back to Frank Martin and Michel Rivera. I wish he would fight Keyshawn. I really would. I think that would be a really good fight. I do. I think right now in both of their careers, that should be a fight that should be made. I think they did too. They took it out of context, but you know that's what a lot of people do. They running with it, trying to get likes and thumbs up and stuff like that. And I get it. That might be how they feel. That might be their. Listen, I'm not down in the next man because they might truly would love to see them fight. You know what I mean? So I'm stepping out of that way. I wouldn't truly love to see them fight. It's not my favorite fight, but I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I like to see them like a sparring match, just see what they do in sparring. I mean, you know, they go in the ring for that. But as far as really a real camp trying to take each other's belts, I don't want to see it. Because one of them, they both can't have Derrick James. And if one got it, he's got the advantage. And if neither of them got it, then they not, you know what I mean? They so used to having a trainer in there and that you fighting without your trainer, man, you're not gonna fight like you would with your trainer in there. It's a difference between you being in the gym and ain't really got nothing on the line and y'all just in there sparring. Sparring is totally different than a real boxing match. You know what I'm saying? With everything on the line. But $50 million, hey, if I was Derrick James, say, hey, I step out of it, let y'all have it for $50 million. Hey, that would make it more favorable to me. You know what I mean? Them two dudes without Derrick James, see what they're gonna do, you know? But anyway, like I said, I want to see Frank Martin and Keyshawn. Oh, yeah, they spar all the time anyway. That's what I say, man. You don't really, I mean, it's a glorified sparring match. You know what I mean? I love to see how they work, how they make that stuff happen, but nah. Listen, it's too many other fights out there that doesn't make, you know what I mean? Nah, not come from the same camp. Oh, you think Frank Martin going with Keyshawn's going backwards? Well, I think that Keyshawn is getting a little bit up on him. I mean, both of these guys got some clout. I mean, both of them starting to make a name for themselves. I think the reason why I said, Devin, the reason why I say I like to see them two fight would be awesome because I don't really want to see Frank in there with Shakur Stevenson right now. Shakur Stevenson is, man, listen, he's a couple of levels above him for right now. Right now, this only thing is that will help him now is he fought at 135 and Shakur ain't fought at 135. But Shakur, listen, he can't go in there with that with Shakur. It's not, he can't get away with that. He can't get away with that. Yeah, Earl likes the pit bull fight. I like that too. I'd love to see that. Pit bull is what he needs. Pit bull would be a good fight for him. Listen, hey, to be honest, Kambosos would be a good fight for him. You know what I mean? Jojo Diaz would be a good fight for him. I think Frank too much for Keyshawn. He might be. But Keyshawn's all right. I think Keyshawn is good. I think Frank is a little more polished. You know what I mean? I think Frank is a little bit more polished than Keyshawn, in my opinion. You know what I mean? He looks a lot, his stuff looks a lot cleaner, a lot neater, a lot more refreshed. Only thing is we got to get him, I don't know if it's going to take a little more confidence, a little bit more to spark that fire. Yeah. Isaac, yeah, you're right. Isaac Cruz got a taste of that money, Jay. Yeah, he got to taste that money and the fame that came with it. He ain't trying to let one of these little young dudes knock him back down the back. You know what I mean? One of these little people that's trying to work their way up to where he is. Yeah. Nah, Nah, not with Derrick James. Yeah, you're right. Keyshawn, he'll probably stop Keyshawn. You know what I mean? Because he can't take his foot off the gas with Keyshawn. He's gonna have to stay in there. You think JoJo done? I don't think JoJo really done, man. I really don't. I don't think he's the best threat in the world, but I think he's got enough. I think JoJo's got enough experience in there to bring him along a little bit. I'm fighting to stay awake, show. Have a good night. All right, Will Peoples. Appreciate you rolling up in here, man. We'll catch you tomorrow night. We'll definitely catch you tomorrow night. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we'll see. We'll definitely see that. Hold on, something else I might have missed. Hold on. Oh, Anthony Johnson, man. My bad, man. He hit me up in the Cash App. Anthony, you still in here, fam? All right, hold on. Anthony Johnson in the Cash App, man. Appreciate you, fam. Thanks for donating to the channel, man. You know, man, we salute you. We appreciate you keeping the channel growing, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Said JoJo said he'd fight Shakur, but that could be cap. JoJo, but I don't see Shakur really wanting to fight JoJo. Isn't it? I think JoJo got to work his way back up a little bit. Listen, if he couldn't beat Devin, he's not gonna beat Shakur Stevenson. Ain't gonna happen. Said Isaac don't even know he's a gatekeeper. Yeah, he's definitely a gatekeeper. He's definitely a gatekeeper. Until he gets some kind of real big significant win, that's where he is. JoJo is a gatekeeper. He would be a good test for Martin. That's what I think. I think he doesn't. I think JoJo's got enough power, enough pop to keep his respect, keep Martin on his toes, and I think that they can navigate through there. I don't think Martin right now, his very next fight, I don't think he's ready for Tank. I don't think he's ready for Shakur Stevenson or Devin. I think that they're going to work he's not going to take their jab away. Shakur ain't got no other options. Nah, Shakur don't. Cruz, Zeppa, and Kambosa all said no. Yeah, they all dodged him. Yeah, but if I was Spence, I wouldn't let it happen. Yeah. If I was Spence, I wouldn't let that happen. I wouldn't let Shakur. Right now, Shakur got a lot more experience, man. A whole lot. And I think Frank is getting there, but I think Frank needs a few more fights. I would give Frank a few more fights, get his confidence up, all that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think he needs about just a few more. Not a lot, just a few more. Just give him a little bit more in there. I wouldn't just rush him, though. Not for Shakur. I mean, shit, Shakur might be the baddest 135 out there. We don't know. We don't know. But Shakur ain't no joke, though. I mean, he ain't no joke, man. He ain't no joke. He is no joke at all. Not when you got all these other fighters out there you can fight first. I wouldn't put him in there. Yeah, with a good resume, yeah. But nobody to Shakur's caliber. Frank ain't fighting top rank guys. Maybe GP Golden Boy Production Matchroom. Yeah, you're right. They ain't gonna let him fight that. They're not gonna let him fight that. They ain't gonna let him fight it. But it's cool. It's cool because listen, until right after a couple more fights, you know, I think they'll open up the floodgates on it. They'll let them go. This Rivera fight, I'm glad they both put their O on the line. You know what I mean? And to be honest, Michael Rivera coming back, it's gonna be he's gonna be better for this loss. He'll be a better fighter for this loss. He really will. Leo Santa Cruz will be a good fight too. You think so? Santa Cruz kind of small, man. I think he'll run through Santa Cruz. You know what I'm saying? I think he will. Could be, but I think he'll run through Santa Cruz. I'd love to see him with Kambosos. Frank Martin and Kambosos would be a good fight. That really would be. That would be a good fight. Yep. Frank Martin and Kambosos. That'd be good. He beat Kambosos. Woo. Kambosos lose to him, his career over. Martin's going to be the boots of 135. Yeah, he has a good resume. Let him hands go. Yeah. Nah, Leo said he going for a belt at 130. That's where Leo need to be, man. Leo's kind of small, man. He's small at that weight class. And he saw it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not too many people hit as hard as Tank, but he saw that. He ain't a 135. He ain't a 135. He ain't a 135 pounder. He ain't. But that Martin, man, hey, I liked it, dude. I really did like everything I saw of Martin. Like I said, he could have made some more of those adjustments. I know they'll go get him ready. You know what I mean? But he could have stopped that dude. He should have. He should have stopped it. And when you're cornered, the only thing they can tell you is just go in and go for the knockout. You end up going there and getting your ass knocked out is what could have happened. You know what I'm saying? You know, he could have got knocked out, man. You opening up like that, you know? Shakur's an annoying style to deal with. Said Martin needs a few more fights first. Yeah, he does. Frank KO'd him at 130. Frank KO'd who? Who did Frank KO at 130? Said Cambosa ain't messing with Shakur nor Frank. He gonna find a confidence builder first. He better find a confidence builder first. Yeah. Oh yeah. Tank. Yeah. Tank. Yeah, Tank did. Yeah. That was. Yeah, Tank did come down to 130. It went 135. Yeah, you're right. You're dead right. I'm glad you corrected me on that. It was 130. That's what they about was set for. Martin do Leo like Tank did. Yeah. Martin. Listen, y'all see how much muscle Martin got on him, man? That dude is muscular than a mug, ain't he? How the hell can you have all that muscle to be at 135? You know what I mean? The dude is lean, man, and fast. But he really wasn't used. You saw a few rounds he used that speed. He got a lot more weapons in that arsenal. He wasn't showing, which he should have came on out with it. He should have came a little bit stronger, man. That was the fight to do it in. You know what I'm saying? He had a good fighter against him, and he should have came on with it a little bit more. You know, not enough to go get himself knocked out. Not saying get reckless. I didn't want him to get reckless, but you know, he could have made a little bit better statement, just a little bit. I think he could have stopped him. Or overwhelmed him enough. I mean, hell, but listen, it was a landslide. I had it. I don't know what you guys had it. I had it 10-2. What was y'all's how did y'all have that scored? Who all kept scoring? Where did y'all have it? Yeah, man, he was cut. That dude was cut. He was ready. Good and lean, too. Yeah, I want to hear what y'all had. Like I said, I had 8-2. My bad, 10-2. I'm sorry, 10-2. 10-2. Hey, you ain't never lied, bro. Hey, that dude, he good for any sport right there, man. Football, whatever. That dude is built, man. That dude built. Boxing. Hey, look quick too. Oh, Jay said he had 8-2. Yeah, 8 Mile had 8-2. Yeah. Because I think it's due to him being a pure athlete. He reminds me of a smaller version of Holyfield. He does. I gave Rivera round 1 and mid-round Frank took off. Yeah, I gave him I think it was round 3 I gave to Rivera. Round 3 and round 5. Around something like that. It's like round 3 and round 5, round 3. It was one of my little earlier rounds. After that, it was nothing. Yeah. It was he had him. He had him, dude. He had him. You gave him 3 and 4. Yeah, I gave him 3. It was either 3 and 5 or 3 and 6, something like that. I gave him. One of them rounds, it was 3 I had him for. Frank is sure the goods. Yeah, it's for sure the goods. Yeah, Frank is. And he's gonna get even better after that fight right here. You know what I'm saying? You got him 11-1. Miss T. Oh, okay. That wasn't bad. Ain't a bad call. Oh, you gave it to him benefit of the doubt. Yeah. Hey, I think we all did. Round number 3, I think he earned that one. Because one of them rounds, you know what I mean? He did good on one of them rounds. I was like, okay, I see it. Then after that was one of them other rounds. It was kind of close. And I was like the same, you know what I mean? I was like, well, you know, it was close, but like he pulled it off, like he had a little bit more, gave a little bit more. And then the next round, Martin came back in after that. He never back down again. And it was the thing about it is you couldn't let him get established. Yeah. One of them punches. Yeah. And even in that round that he threw 12, that he got like 12 in, he was at the beginning of the round, it was going slow at first, then towards the end is when he came on with it. So yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah. Third round. I think third round was his best round. I gave him third round. I was like, yeah, third round is his. You know what I mean? But it wasn't just nothing crazy, but it was enough I'm like, come on, Frank, you gotta have to do something. One judge had it 12-0, and Frank was never in danger. Yeah, he wasn't. I don't think it was a wash, but I think one round he did. You know, you had to give him a round in that whole fight. You know what I mean? You had to give him one. Yeah, he was dominant in that one round. He did good. I had 11-1, but it could have been a swing round because Frank rallied back. I believe it was round 5. Yeah. 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 He landed a straight right hand at the end of 5, so we gave that to him. Yep. Yeah, he landed a good one. 3 was the only one I gave him. 5 could have went either way. Yeah, that's what I gave him. I gave him 3 and like 5. 3, I think he earned. 3 he earned. 5 was so close, but looked like he might have done a hair more. So I gave it to him. I gave it to him on there. Yeah, I gave him that one. I gave him that one. I didn't want to be too biased. I didn't want to feel like I was being biased. And what's crazy is at the very end, I was looking, I was like, man, you know what? Towards the end, he really started coming on even more, right? And I was like, well, man, when I heard them scorecards, I was like, well, I was right there on point. I wasn't being biased, huh? Round was a swing round for you. After that, yeah, I had it 50-50. Oh, okay. Yeah, round one wasn't a whole lot going on. I don't blame you for that. I gave it to Martin. I gave the first round to Martin, though. Second round was definitely Martin. Third round, he wasn't doing nothing. Rivera turned it up a lot. And then after the fourth round, it seemed like he started setting it in. And man, Derrick James telling him what to do. He started making some of them adjustments. He started getting that man, he killed that jab, though. I thought that Rivera would establish that jab and keep that jab going a lot longer. I thought he would, but it was the footwork of Frank Martin that did that. After that, Frank was spinning his ass like a top. Yeah, tagging him and spinning him. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Frank did like Shakur did in some fights. Yeah, he gave completely up after round 5. Yeah, after round 5, he was like, you can see he was flustered. He was flustered after round 5, but his coaches wasn't. I didn't hear nothing. Listen, his whole problem was where he was standing. That was his whole problem. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was right there, just kept getting popped by the same shit. It's like, dude, are you gonna keep getting hit by that same punch? Or you gonna move your ass? You know what I mean? And then one round, he actually started moving the right way. One round he did. It might have been 5th round. He started completely moving the other way and started doing better and went back to the same completely dumb shit. Yeah. It was. He spent them. Yeah, it was nasty. I agree. Hey, he showed his athleticism, showed how fast he was. And I'm like, why wasn't you using a little bit more of that? Yep, me too. Frank nullified Rivera's jab early. He did. And I called it. I said, this is what I thought. I said the first round, it'd be all right. Second round, by the end of the third round, he'll be hitting them body shot, getting away off that jab. I thought by the ninth round, the body shots would start taking over. 10th round, he would stop them. That's why I call 10th round stoppage. You know what I'm saying? That's why I called that. But it almost played out like how we all about called it. You know that? It's a harder jab with a southpaw. He should have been using his hook, but he didn't make the adjustments. Yeah. Listen, he could have done a lot more if he was if he was standing in the right spot. His coach said, I need you to start swinging. That was his advice. Yeah. Hey, go in there. Hey, see, Dewberry. He said, go in there and do the windmill on like a chick. Do that. Start swimming. Hey, he should have went there and done a Sean Porter. You know what I mean? But he was trying to stick to what he knew. You know what I mean? He was trying to get that jab, trying to do his little Muhammad Ali thing. You got to learn how to switch that up, bro. Yeah, Miss T. Yeah, you got to have a good trainer in your corner that can help you make the adjustments. Kept his lead foot on the inside. Yeah. But he's like, yeah. He should have stepped to the outside, but he wouldn't. He would not do it. It's like, dude, you are standing in harm's way. His pull counter was working because Rivera did move his front on the outside. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't move his foot out on the outside. Oh yeah. Once that jab stopped, it everything was was null and void. And then when he kept throwing, he left Martin stand out there where he just kept moving. Yeah, he needed to take that Ali off his trunk. Yeah, he need to take that off, man. Because he didn't have no footwork. He wasn't floating like a butterfly, nothing. It's like, dude, you got to have some more to your arsenal besides that good jab. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Listen, he should have done something, man. Oh, yeah, you did. You did. You did. You did. Yeah, you said it was going to be unanimous decision off the rip. I thought he would stop him. I thought he was going to stop him. Yeah, I thought he would. I said, yeah, he's going to stop him, man. Nah, man. But you know what, man? He was right there. Where his feet was placed, it had him in the kill zone, man. He was in harm's way the whole fight. He was in harm's way the whole fight. The fact that he made it up out of there without getting knocked out is pretty damn good. To be honest, with his lead foot being in there, with him being out of position, he was in the wrong position the whole fight, except for maybe 1 or 2 rounds. And when he got into the right position, things started working for him. Then he went right back to the same thing. He made it easier for Frank. He really did. He made it a little easier. That's why I say Frank needs another little fight, another fight with somebody that knows how to work a southpaw. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't get KO. Go for the KO. What kind of damn shit is that? You know what I mean? It's like, man, what am I paying you guys this 20% for? He's lucky Frank ain't go for the kill. The uppercut was for Frank to land. It was there for him to land. It really was. It really was. He could have set him up with that. He could have set him up with that. But he didn't. He didn't. Yeah, he went in survival mode. He was. But Frank kept taking his foot off the gas a little bit. He took his foot off the gas. You know what I'm saying? He could have walked him down a little bit more, stayed in there on him. He could have done all that. But I guess Derrick James' game plan was just that's what he wanted him to do. There might be something that we didn't see. You know what I mean? That maybe Derrick James saw and told him to do that. I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe that might have been part of the game plan for that. I don't know. I'm not sure. It didn't make sense to me. Yeah, he was there to be hit. Frank never got the body, which was setting up a lot. Forgot the body, which was setting up a lot. Yeah, Frank did. He came off of it. Towards the end of the fight, he still went back to the body just a little bit, but he should have stayed on that body the whole time. He should have stayed on that. He should have stayed on that body the whole time, man. But he did good, man. He did good. But with a more experienced fighter like Shakur or Devin, you're not going to get that opportunity. So you're trying to train him from your couch. Yeah. Oh, you say you don't see it? He didn't see it to set it up. Oh, but it was there. It was there. He might not have saw it. Or maybe Derrick was just telling him what to do. You know what I mean? Because a few little things he didn't throw. You know what I mean? There was a few punches Frank wasn't throwing that he could have, that he normally throws. You know what I mean? But he just didn't. So I don't know if that was a game plan or what. But it seemed like Spence felt just like us. He going out. He's going to take him out of there. That's what it seemed like Spence was doing. He kind of remind me of Jessica McCaskill last fight. Remember, he kept saying, stay focused, don't get reckless. Yep. It could have been what he mean. It could have been what he mean. It could be something that they knew about him, that if he got a little reckless, that they saw that that Frank Martin would have put himself in harm's way. It might be a flaw that's in Frank Martin that if Frank did that, dude could have capitalized on. I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah, he kept coming forward with no answer. Yep. No answer at all. No answer at all. But he didn't have no answer because where he was standing. You know what I mean? Yeah. But listen, if you're not in the right, Frank has good stamina. Oh, he does. He definitely's got good stamina. Oh, man, look at him. That dude's chiseled up. That dude's probably, what was he, about 7% body fat in that camp? 6, 7, something? That dude lean in the mud. Yeah, that right hand. Yeah. He never really threw that. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't have to because where dude was standing. Yeah, that's the whole key to it, man. You can't be standing there like that on a southpaw. And with him standing right there with his foot on the inside like that, man, that just put him in harm's way the whole time. He was in harm's way the whole entire time. He was looking like an action figure. He was, man. That dude ripped up like shit, man. He's ripped up. Hey, did you hear Spence say that, hey, what's up, Hollywood? What's up with you, fam? Appreciate you rolling up in here. Did y'all hear when Spence told him, said, at the beginning, they was asking Spence about it in one of them interviews, and Spence was like, he appreciate Frank Martin taking it serious. He said, because Frank Martin went and stayed in an Airbnb and he got a nutritionist the whole time. So the dude had a nutritionist and he stayed in an Airbnb away from everybody and stayed focused. He took it serious, that serious. So he did a good job. And that showed him what that hard work leads to. Now his confidence going to build up a little bit more. Rivera as right hand was the only thing James said was dangerous because every fight, that's his go-to. Oh, okay. But yeah, but Martin got a nice little right too. He got a nice little right. Nah, Frank ain't nah. But this time he was really in shape though. You know what I mean? You know, that nutritionist did him some good. Did you see that? Man, listen, he wasn't even trying to use his speed. And some of that stuff, you saw him ripping and rolling on there. I was like, dude, if he just fight like that the whole time, dude would have been out of there. Yeah, the whole night he did. The whole night he stood there. Listen, even when he got clocked with a straight left, I mean, dude, that's what knocked him down. You know what I'm saying? That's what got him. Said, did you see the legs on the knockdown? He almost hurt himself because of his foot placement. Yep. Oh, when he threw that, yeah, got hit, got on that knockdown. Yeah. But that's his coach's fault. His coach's fault is that's one-on-one. That's something that you got to know with a southpaw straight off the bat. You don't stand right there. Man, he was looking like the Rock action figure. Yeah, dude was ripped up. He was ripped up. But you got to blame his corner for that, man. You got to blame his corner for that. Yep. Pure discipline and coachable. Those two traits alone will take Frank far. Yeah, it definitely going to take him far. It really will. Now, what it is in this situation, they're going to go back in the gym and all them little mistakes that he made in there, they're going to work on them. Derrick James makes sure he does all the right boxing stuff, man. Listen, he's on that. The boxing fundamentals, he is on. He's on. And probably the reason why Frank was doing what he was doing because the way dude was standing, he knew he could hit him. It was perfect for him. Dude stayed in there and made the fight a lot easier. So why go do anything else and put yourself in a bad situation? You keep working that until it don't work no more. But it worked all night. Y'all see Chris Colbert calling out Jamel Herring. Oh man, mess around getting knocked out by Jamel Herring. Jamel Herring got some heart, but he probably figured Jamel Herring is old. I didn't see it though. I didn't see him call him out. But why would you call him out? Why would you call him out? Yeah, he said Colbert better shut up. Colbert definitely better shut up. He better go somewhere and find the right die. That dude better go find the right die, bro. He don't want to mess with Jamel Herring. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be one of them good nights. What it is, he think he's got a better chance at beating him. That's what he thinks. He think after that Shakur Stevenson fight, it's a little bit of weakness there. Said DJ fine tunes the shit out of his fighters. Mel wouldn't have a loss or a draw if he fully listened to Derrick James. Bruh. Hey, Jay, you can say that again, man. You can say that again, bruh. If he listened to Derrick James the whole time that Derrick James was talking to him, it wouldn't have been no problem. It wouldn't be no problem, man. Not the right guy. Tickle me Elmo. Yeah. Colbert mad because Herring called him out for ducking Rivera. Yeah. Hey, but don't add insult to injury going there trying to fight Herring because you might find yourself asleep. Oh, you sent something to me? Okay, I'll check it out. I didn't even see what you said. It kind of scrolled down too much. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, man, he better watch out. Like he trying to pick on somebody that he think he picking on somebody easy. But that dude ain't easy. Jamel Herring ain't easy, man. He ain't. But why didn't you fight Rivera? He should have fought Rivera. Should have fought him. You know what I'm saying? Little shit hops. Yeah, man. Man, listen, that dude show he ain't got it all in there. I think Harrison would have beat Mel the first time, no matter what. You think so? I didn't have him beating her. I had Jamel beating Harrison the first round, first match. I had Jamel winning that one. I had him winning both fights. I had him actually winning the first one. I did. That's just my opinion. But Harrison can fight, man. Yeah, Harrison can fight, man. I like Tony Harrison a whole lot. I like him. I can't wait till he fights Fedor. That's what I want to see. Or him fight Castano. That'd be a good one. But I know they got that not Jamel Hearn. I know they got that what's name fight. They want to fight Fedor. I like to see that. Frank would lay Cobra down. I think so too. That's why Spence tried to make that fight. Yeah. You think so? Man, I think it was a close fight, but I still had Jamel. I didn't have it like I had him. I had Jamel up like 1, maybe 1 point, 2 point. I had Jamel up just slightly. I had him up just slightly on that. Cause I'm always been to be the champ, you really got to beat the champ. It was close, but I still had Jamel just 1 point ahead, 1 maybe 2 points ahead. I like Castano, beast of a fighter. Yeah, he is. Castano is a really good fighter. I think I had the first Mel Harrison a draw. Harrison can box his ass off though. Yeah, Harrison can box. Yeah, and listen, for that, listen, I was impressed by Harrison. And to be honest, the real truth is, I think he was boxing his ass off a lot better the second fight than he did the first fight. Harrison did, but I think that Jamel had a game plan he was sticking to by breaking him down at the body, giving up the other shots to get what he wanted to go full attack on the body. And I think towards the end of the fight, it broke him down because he had nothing left. When I saw him starting to stick his tongue out, start doing that, I saw it ain't good. Right after that, he cut his lights out on that one. Yeah. Yeah, I had it like that. Yeah. Yeah. So we basically said the same thing. The second fight, I had Harrison up a little bit. Harrison was really boxing his ass. I was more impressed by Tony Harrison's boxing the second fight than I was the first fight. You know what I mean? But he broke him down, man. Jamel stayed in there, and maybe why he did so well because of that. You know what I mean? He just, he was working the body and all that. He listened to Derek James. They had that game plan. He stuck to the game plan the second fight. Then he got in there with Castano and went. He goes back to wanting to brawl and knock people out. That's Jamel Charlo's thing. Them guys are emotional, man. They get mad. They want to get you. They want to hurt you bad. They want to knock you out and break your face. So, and Derek James, like, look, man, stick to the game plan. I don't think they follow game plans too well when they get mad. You know what I mean? Do I see Martin versus Keyshawn? Yeah, I'd like to see that, but I got Martin beating him. Harrison had him the second fight, but accumulation took over. Yeah. But I think that accumulation, I think what happened was, I think Harrison boxing skill, I'm not taking nothing away from it, but I think that Jamel had a game plan which opened it up for Harrison to show a little bit better. You know what I mean? Why he just strictly went after the body. Yeah. Second fight, man. Listen, Mel didn't want to go to the scorecards. If he didn't stop him, Harrison was gonna win that fight. So when he committed, he stayed committed. He better be glad. Oh, Harrison he got Alicia right. Oh my God. Look, dude, she did a whole lot better than what I thought she would do. Alicia Baumgartner went in there and came with it, bruh. Listen, hats off to the women on that card, man. The women on that card was amazing, dude. Listen, that women's card right there was one of the best cards all year long, man. If not the best. If not the best. You said you went to the second one? Yeah, okay. You had Harrison winning. Yeah, I agree with you. I had Harrison winning too. I had him winning too. But I think A little bit, I'm just saying, just a hair of it was the game plan that Jamel chose. You know what I mean? Of I'm not worried about nothing else. I'm gonna break his body down. But he followed, listen, he bought into Derrick James. And I'd be damn if them last few rounds, man, it was like, it was like all of a sudden it just hit him. It was just hit him. It was over. He broke his body down good, man. He did a really good job doing that one, man. Yeah, man. It was some listen, man. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, Harrison got it right, man. Bumgarner got right off Harrison. Yeah, man. She did good, man. Yeah. Oh, said AB. Yeah, James had to tell him stay focused because he was about to go rogue. Yep. James had to stay on him about that. But when he listen, every time he listens to DJ, every time he listens to him, Dirk, man, it works out right. Derrick James knows this dude. He knows Jamel. He knows what Jamel good at. He knows all of this. You know what I'm saying? And Jamel got to buy into it. Man, Derrick James, he sees it clearly. He has that game plan mapped out for him. And if they follow that game plan, man, his game plans are incredible, man. When they do what they're supposed to do. When his game plan meets their action and their preparation, then you get something amazing every time. Every time. Earl Spence was having fat camps. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Sean Porter fight went the way it went. Not saying Sean Porter was the best Sean Porter I've ever seen. The absolute best Sean Porter. I've never seen Sean Porter fight that good as he fought with Earl Spence that night. But I think that the Earl Spence that fought Ugas was a better version of Earl Spence than Sean Porter fought. She was in Michaela's head too. Oh yeah, she was. She was. Listen, it was all head games. It was all head games. It was all head games. But I'm gonna tell you what, man. I am so proud of them girls, man. The ones that won, the ones that lost. Everybody came in there to fight, and it was a really good fight. You know what I'm saying? All those girls that was in there fighting was amazing, man. It was amazing. And MJ and EJ mad that Porter fight hard. Made it. Yeah. He made it harder by fighting him. Yeah, fighting him like that. Yeah, in that style. Yeah, he was going there trying to stop him, but you couldn't stop Sean Porter and you had a fat camp. You know what I mean? Earl said I didn't even get to hardly train. Earl was out there wilding out, man. He was wilding out. Yeah, but I don't want to say that too much because the reason why I say I don't want to say it too much because then it looked like we trying to be totally biased because of Earl. You know what I'm saying? Earl pulled it off. I didn't have Sean Porter. No, Sean Porter thinks the knockdown was the deciding factor. I had Earl winning maybe 2 rounds before that. I mean, if it hadn't been for that knockdown, I still had Earl winning the fight by 3 rounds. 3, 4 rounds. I don't have to go back and see it again. But I had him ahead regardless without that. I think it was a lot of close rounds. It really was. But I think Earl edged those rounds out either way. Phil Jackson of boxing. Yeah, he probably is. Yeah, he probably going to be, man. He got what, trainer of the year? ESPN gave him trainer of the year, which he should have got it before, you know what I mean? But it makes him keep fighting harder. Oh, nah. Sean Porter wouldn't have made it if he fought that one of Ugas. Nah, the Ugas Earl, he wouldn't have made it. Yeah. I had EJ up. But I'm not taking nothing away from Sean Porter because Sean Porter came to fight. And the rounds that EJ won was like barely winning. Like he won them, but it was competitive. If Derrick James and Phil Jackson are coaches, then Bo Mack is a great Hey, we knew Smoot was gonna show up with that. Yeah, AJ, yeah, man. He made it harder on himself, man. EJ made it harder on himself, man. And Danny Garcia didn't get that version of Spence either. You know what I mean? Yeah, Terry in the crib, man. What's up, Terry, man? Yeah. Yeah, Porter looked great in that fight. I wish Bud had fought that Porter. It would have been different. Bud said Bo Mack is Kerr. Yeah, Steve. Yeah. What's up with your Master Khalik? What's up with your fam? We're here talking about this fight, man. We going all out with this Frank Martin and Mike Rivera. What's your thoughts on it? What did you call on it? Yeah. What do you what would you call on it? That's what we were checking. And we were talking about how them girls fight, man, that the girls represented across the pond. We talking about how Clarissa Shields then went over there. Man, they put on an awesome fight, man. We've had some pretty good fights, man. You know, I love good fights. Love them. All right, bless people. Have an awesome rest of the evening show. All right, see you, Diana. Have a good night. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. Have a good one. Frank was phenomenal. He was. Yep. Did it go how you called it? Better, worse? What was your thoughts on that? I had it scored 10th round. I mean, I had it where it was going to be a 10th round knockout. That was my fight prediction. 10th round knockout. Everything else went like I thought it would. yeah, yeah. Yeah, Smoot be bringing it, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, anybody, the phone lines are open too. So anybody need to call in, feel free to call in, whatever else. Hey, let me know. But they are open. Yeah, man. But back to Frank Martin and Rivera, man. Like I said, it was a good one. Where y'all think that Frank should go past that? Oh, cool. I'll be glad to go on there. Hey, all you gotta do is let me know daytime invite, all that. I'm definitely. Hey, they want me on there, I'll come. I ain't got no problem with that. Oh, you thought it'd be a little closer? I thought he was gonna stop him. I thought he would, but hey, I was off. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I like I said, I thought he was gonna stop him. You know what I mean? I thought he'd break him down and stop him, but you know what, man? I didn't think it was going. He actually did better than what I thought. I thought it was going to be a competitive fight all the way to the end, and then some of them body shots would take effect, and then he would go ahead and get Rivera out of there. But I was wrong about him getting him out of there, and the fight was a whole lot more dominant on his end than I thought it would be. I never thought it would be that dominant. I like Frank versus Pitbull in a tough fight. I would too. I like to see that too. You know what I mean? I like to see that too. I would love to see that. Be honest. I think that should be a good fight for next, but I don't think, like I said, he ain't gonna fight that. What's up, Chris Trucker? What's up with you, fam? Salute, salute, man. Appreciate you rolling up in here, man. Yeah, man. I wanna see that, man. I wanna see some of that. I wanna see some of them good fights, man. I wanna see Frank Martin go at it again, man. Hopefully he'll go ahead and get another one before shortly. Come on with it again. I guarantee you that felt good to him. He stopped an undefeated fighter with more experience. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, Miss T. I thought it'd be more competitive. I thought it would be. I said it's gonna be a more competitive fight. I thought he'd break him down a little bit better. And I had him stopping him at the end. Only because I thought it was gonna be a tough fight. And but he didn't have nothing for him. But like I said, his stance was wrong. You know what I mean? That was his major problem, not being in the right position. That ruined the whole thing. And that's you gotta blame his trainers for that. And Derek James them noticed it. So you know Derek James then made sure that Frank Martin stayed right there and kept him in that position, kept him right there at it. You know what I mean? He saw it and kept him right there at it. And the time that he got out of that position, the fight started turning around a little bit. I don't know if he planned to do it or it just fell into it. But that's something every fighter should know. His coaches should have showed him that. Your coaches show you that, man. Your coaches got to show you that. He said, "Do y'all sleep?" Yeah, man. Yeah. So we got a really good fight there, man. I can't say it. I loved it. All right, Jay. All right, Jay. See you, man. Appreciate you rolling up in here, man. But yeah, man, if y'all do that award show, yeah, hey, yeah. That'd be interesting, man. Just let me know. Yeah, his trainers are lacking in a few areas, in a lot of areas, a lot. Because once your fighter get in trouble, all you can say is go out there and swing and try to knock him out. That ain't good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Yeah, so I like I said, I like it, man. I like it, man. We got a good fight out of that one, man. That was a really good fight, man. It was. All right. All right. Let us know, man. Let us know, fam. Have a good one, man. Yeah. Yeah, I like to can't wait to see who's gonna be next. So guess what? Right after this, we got Tank them coming up. That's coming up pretty quick. That's coming up really quick, man. And then now y'all hearing, well, we all know Ryan said he's not gonna take a tune-up. He's gonna go straight in the fight Tank. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Y'all think that's good on Ryan's part or bad? I think it's bad on Ryan's part, to be honest. I don't care who he fight. He should have had a tune-up. Should have had a tune-up, man. He should have took a fight in between Tank. I don't think, listen, but hey, if that's what he wants to do, I just hope he makes the damn fight. I hope it ain't no funny business and he change around at the last minute, come out, with some bull. You know what I mean? Because I heard De La Hoya don't really like it. Yeah, that's foolish in the mom, man. You don't go in there with Tank and Tank Gray have another fight and be ready. Man, come on, man. You don't want that. You don't want that. You need all the experience you can get. You can't go in there being rusty. See, I believe when I see it, Ryan. Yep, liable to pull out at the last minute. I agree with that. Yeah, you think Ryan Juice? That's what everybody's saying. They saying something about that. That's what everybody's saying. They're saying because they ain't took no test and they think he ain't taking that fight because of that. He wants to cycle off. That's what everybody's prediction is. But I don't know if it's true or not. You know what I mean? Until I see something, I ain't gonna push it on him till I really see something or somebody catch him a little bit. Then it's all foot on the gas on there. Ryan's just trying to get a bag at this point. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Yeah. That he may be juicing. Those are sly reasons. Ryan might have an injury out of nowhere. I don't know what to say about that. Ryan is the influencer first, then boxer. Yeah, he said you're not certain that Ryan and Tank happens. Yeah, but if I was Ryan, I ain't no way in the hell I would win. Oscar said the contracts are not signed. Oh, yeah. Huh. Yeah, probably. But Tank got a hell of a hard fight right before him. Ain't the hardest fight in the world, but Hector is not a pushover. Do you know? Let me tell y'all something, man. I was on there going back and forth with some people. Do you know they accuse Tank as fighting a tomato can out of Hector Garcia? I said, man, Hector Garcia is not a tune-up. Man, he's just a straight tune-up. Like, that dude ain't no tune-up, man. Hector Garcia is not no tune-up. He ain't no tune-up, man. He's a good, solid fighter. He's solid, man. You know what I mean? He's a solid fighter. Whether Tank beats him, knocks him out easy or not, it still don't take away the fact he's a good, solid fighter. He showed those skills with and I'm not saying that Chris Colbert is all that. That ain't what I'm saying. But I'm saying that he showed enough in that fight that he's a good fighter. He's a really good, solid fighter. But Ryan was taking a tomato can. Nah, he ain't no Avanesian. So what do you guys think about some of those speaking of Avanesian and stuff, what do you guys think about some of those other interviews and stuff that they asked about Spence, and Spence like, well, man, I was getting ready to Hector is a tough fight. That's the narrative push to hate on Tank. Yeah, he is. He's a tough fight. He's a good, solid fighter. What do you guys think? I want to get y'all's opinion on this. Tank versus Hector Garcia is like Canelo versus Yildirim. You think so? Nah. Yildirim. Nah, he better than a Yildirim. But yeah, man, what do y'all think about Spence? Spence said that right before that little wreck altercation, he was going ready to announce a fight. He said, but right now it's being pushed back. And they're like, well, when you going to fight now? He said it's going to probably be pushed back till about May or June. What's y'all thoughts on that? Do y'all think he was really getting ready say a fight was out? Because he said he was. See, that's what now that don't make sense to me. He was getting ready to spin the block, said he was waiting. So what if Crawford said, okay, I'm ready? You know what I mean? What was Spence gonna do? Was Spence gonna, I mean, I don't know that. What's y'all thoughts on that? I'm a little bit like, you know what I mean? It's kind of, if you already had a fight going, you said, okay, you was gonna take a fight before Crawford. That's understandable. But you said you spinning the block, you was gonna be there right there. But then you got hurt, so now you're gonna move it back from January till May. I mean, not from January, from whenever it was all the way till May or June. Give you a year or something being out the ring. Mm-hmm. Do y'all? I mean, what do y'all? I mean, do y'all think that it was because Oh, okay. That's what I was gonna ask y'all that. If y'all thought that, y'all think that he means that, like, okay, I was gonna announce a fight, but okay, I'm gonna wait till April, May, and gonna take this one. EJ look in shape, big too. Okay. Earl waiting on Bud. Y'all think they talking behind closed doors a little bit? Oh, he did. He hurt his leg in that car. Hurt his leg, but it looked like he was up walking around pretty good. But he's not good enough to go train right off. You know what I mean? He probably wanted to keep training. So he probably like, look, let me make sure this heals up. It might take about 6 weeks to heal whatever it was. You know how it is. You get hurt, could be something bruised, something hurt. You got to lay off for about 6 months. Not 6 months, about at least 6 weeks. And then that's kind of affect you how you move. Y'all think it could be a little bit of that? I'm just hoping for the best right now. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that he was saying that for that Crawford situation, but I didn't want to get ahead of myself. You know what I mean? I wanted to put that out there, but I didn't want to get ahead of myself. That's why I want to get y'all's thoughts on that. Hey, hey. I thought the same thing. I thought the same thing. Yeah, T. I thought the same thing. Because right now he's injured, and guess what? You can't make him fight injured at that car wreck, and that was a terrible car wreck. You know what I'm saying? So what's the WBC gonna say? You gotta get in there and fight. So what are you gonna say? Hey, I can't do nothing right now. So guess what? Let Key have a fight. Milk that shit till it's over. Play it to win it. Yeah. Oh, did you? You did a video on it? All right. Send it to my. Okay, I'll go check it out. I'm gonna check your video out on it. Yeah. Yeah, because if they was trying to force him to fight Thurman, he don't want to fight Thurman. So he gonna use that accident to negotiate with TC. Hey, I would too. I don't blame him. Yeah, use it. Unless he has a micro tear, he milking it. Either way it go, he gonna milk it. Either way, hell, a broken bone to heal in 6 weeks. So yeah, he's got to probably lay off. But when he was walking around in there, he seemed like he's walking all right, but it did seem like he had a little bit of. I was looking for that. I don't know if it's the shoes. Sometimes you wear your shoes and your shoes don't be tied up, so it had you walk just a little funny. Could have been that, but I don't know. Earl said hopefully the date would be good for both of them. Oh, okay. Well, listen, if he's saying May or June, that's a long way away. You know what I mean? Because we still at December. Shit. By the time January come, he should be all right by January 15, 16. That's a month from now. A month from now, he should be all right. Back to training. Hell, he could have still fought in April. He could have fought in April. You know what I mean? He had a small limp. Could have bumped his knee. Yeah. Something like that. Where he can't really train, but we gotta stay off of it for a little while. You know what I mean? Yeah. But they're gonna take all the precautions, you know what I mean? Which is smart. You don't want nothing nagging. You don't want a nagging injury. Yeah. But I'm like him. Milk that shit. Milk it. Milk it. You know what I mean? Milk it. And plus, it's probably twofold on there. He hurt, he missed a fight. That insurance company's gonna pay a lot of money when you know he missing a fight. They gotta pay. They gotta pay. He had a fight coming on. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, listen, when you have a wreck like that and it's affecting your work, you sue for all of that, man. You know what I mean? He gonna get a nice little chunk. Not saying he need the money, but hey, they told his car, they definitely buy him another car. They gonna give him something for pain and suffering, all the other stuff he went through. They paying for that. They paying that, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna pay for that. So with him saying he had a fight, he was going to announce, that mean they kicked him out of a fight. That was a payday. Yeah, so they gonna pay him for that too. He getting paid all around the board for that. Likely so, man. That listen, the way that car was hit, dog, that could have been another injury, could have ended somebody's career, man. That could have been listen. That vehicle was struck pretty damn hard. It was struck in the front and on the side. For him to be up walking around, man, just right after that is crazy. Bud paid the family off for the 14-year-old kid who stole the family car and drove in the Earl. Yeah, he slipped him a little bit of money. Said, "Hey man, here you go, pimping. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna pay for a little bit." Yeah. Oh yeah. His daughter's 2023 tuition off that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, he gonna get some money off of that, bro. They gotta pay him for that. He had to go get out of a fight too. You paying for that? You paying for that, bro? You know what I mean? And then plus it buys him time, so it's twofold. Which I would milk it too if I was him. Because if you hurt, I wouldn't rush myself back because you never know. It could be a nagging injury, man. So what you do is you let that stuff skate out a little bit. You know, just let it go on out. You know, make sure that you're 100%. Yeah, I'm glad his car is bulletproof too. Had reinforced steel and all that stuff up in there. That helped out a lot. Thank God he wasn't in one of them little Ferraris or something or a Lamb. Thank goodness he wasn't in one of them, man. Oh my goodness. A vet or something? Man, he'd have been in a bad situation. He would have been in a bad situation, dude, fast. Hey, you hear Earl talk? Earl said, man, he said, out of all the people to hit, he had to hit me. He had to hit me, man. That was a bad wreck, especially if the car was bulletproof. You know, car probably would have been serious injury. Yeah. I don't know, man. Spence had on like big shirts and big clothes too. You never know, man. You never know what he had up under here too. You never know what he had on him. You never know what other kind of injuries and stuff he had on him. Could have been wrapped up in anything. Could have had bruises and got stuff on there for that reason. Who knows? EJ look about 160-ish in shape. Man, listen, Spence ain't letting himself get too far out of shape. He didn't look like his face looked good and all that. He don't look like he in fight weight, but he shouldn't be in fight weight all that time. He's in shape. He didn't look to be ballooned up to me, man. Not at all. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? He didn't. Not at all, man. Spence been taking it right. And I ain't putting it off on Spence like, oh, Spence can do no wrong. But to me, he didn't look like he's that far out of shape. He looked like he's just not in boxing shape. You know what I'm saying? Like he ready to go out there and jump in the ring tomorrow, but he looked good like he in striking distance. He don't look like no 190-ish. I think some of them are hoping Spence is out. You know what I mean? They hoping Spence is out of shape. You know what I mean? You know what crew that's from. When easily right now, they could already be talking about going ahead and making that fight. But maybe they talk about it in closed doors. We never know. Oh, nah. He just looked like he not using his nutritionist like yeah. Might like he gave it a little bit of a break. Just a little bit to get past the holidays a little bit. So I say as soon as the holidays over with, he be back on that diet, eating right, getting back in shape. Yeah, because all that fat, he can't have no fat count right there going into whoever he fight next. That's over with. He can't keep taking those chances. Nah, I don't think so. Not me personally. I think honestly, I think that he's a little relaxed. But I don't think it's like it was. EJ probably trying to make TC think he hurt, so he'll sign. Exactly. That's probably how he'll sign. 20 pounds off weight. 167. He might be 167. I don't know. I think he about 160 something. But I think some of those clothes he had on look kind of big to me. So you still don't think Crawford taking the Spence fight? Might not, man. Might not. You ain't heard a lot out of Crawford talking about he going on vacation. So this buys everybody some time. And Spence was like, man, hey, I don't know. I got these other options. I don't think nobody really talking about that too much, man. I think they're gonna see where Bud is, and if not, they got to make another move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's time for some more good boxing. Crawford don't want no smoke. Nah, Crawford definitely don't want no damn smoke, man. What's up? What's up? Miss Jefferson, how you doing? Yeah, we're here cooking. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on the Frank Martin versus Michael Rivera fight? Did you get to see it? And what's your thoughts on it? We just collecting data, getting everybody's and would you and if you scored it, what did you have it? Yeah, we in here cooking about that right now. We talking about how Spence car wreck and what everybody thought about how Spence them what he said, in some of the press conference, not press conference, but they was asking him some of the interviews he was there. Say Martin looked great. Yeah. They asked Spence about, Bud and all that stuff, his thoughts and all this other stuff. So said he had another fight that he was going to announce. He had a fight he was going to announce, but now it's on the back burner until May or June. So now he's saying I'm free till then. Try to get over this injury. T Word said he think he gonna milk it. I believe it too. I didn't get to say it first, but I believe that too. Yeah. Yeah, but now he focused, yeah. Man, my thing is this. Maybe they quiet for a reason, but we thought that shit last time, man. I'm not gonna get my hopes up high no more. You know what I mean? Even though I want to see the fight, man, I'm not gonna go down that road again. I went down that road before, man, and I'm definitely not going down that road again, man. That shit is exhausting as hell, ain't it? We sit here and we go back and forth. We like, man, they're gonna fight. It's gonna go this way. It's gonna go that way. Man, they played the shit out of us the whole fights, man. You know what I'm saying? They played us to the end. No more tune-ups. Yeah, I think they should too. EJ ain't gonna want no tune-up. But EJ said that he got after that car wreck, he's like, he a little hurt. So he's like, make sure he heals all the way up. And he said he's gonna be out. He's gonna fight probably around, he said May, June, maybe April, but May, June. So that's the same time Crawford got to fight. Crawford got to take a tuna, I gotta take a mandatory around that time. Yeah, it's exhausting as hell, man. It's exhausting as hell, man. But I'm not going down that road this time, man. Hopefully they're gonna give us other fights that we can talk about till then. We just now saw a really good fight. Frank Martin was a good fight. We'll get one on the 7th. Then Jamel's coming up. So we got a lot of good fights going. Said Crawford and Blue should fight. Maybe. Hey, let that be on BLK Prime. Then you got this Adrian Broner, man. Adrian Broner, man, I don't know, man. I'm focused on the fights that we getting, man. You know what I mean? And then now Devin Haney and Loma having problems. Said WBO gonna make Boots mandatory. I didn't see that. Boots gonna win this belt. It ain't gonna be nothing he can do. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all hear something that I didn't hear? Please let me know. Said no excuse. I'm going to focus on Tank versus Ryan, Mel versus Tim. Yep. And don't forget Boots, Tank, and who else fighting that night? And Andre. They all fighting on the 7th. So that's good fights. We getting them fights in just a few weeks. So that's gonna be a good punch to start the year out. Them 3 good fights. That whole undercard gonna be good, man. Can't wait for that one. That's another one right around the corner. Then yeah. So you got Tank, Hector Garcia. You got all them on that card. That's gonna be a good one, man. Ortiz and Staniosis will be good. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a fireworks. Hey, who y'all got on that one? Who you got on that one? Ortiz and Staniosis. Who y'all got? So once Boots beats Karen, he's coming off the rankings besides IBF. Yeah, same thing. Yep. But somebody said he's gonna be that mandatory. But I'm like, unless y'all heard something I ain't heard, that's a good fight card on January 7th. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Oh, you got Staniosis? Oh, Staniosis is a good fight, man. That's a good fight. That's gonna be a real good fight. It ain't gonna be no cakewalk for Virgil. Oh, you got Staniosis too? Woo! That's gonna be a good one, man. Tank, Boots, Andre, Rashidi Ellis. Yep, Lamont Peterson. He's moving up because Ortiz versus Stanionis for the WBA. That moves Boots to #1 WBO. Nah, but once Boots fights, once Boots wins, he's off. I'm in the building earlier in the 7th. Chris Chucker. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know. I said who's Lamont fighting? Yeah. Boots will fight before Stanios Ortiz, so he'll be out before Virgil drops out. Oh. Oh, okay. Woo. Clean cut. Salute. Appreciate you rolling up in here, fam. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. What's y'all's thoughts for everybody that came through the door? What was y'all thoughts on the Frank Martin fight? What did y'all have it scored? And who did y'all pick to win? Well, that's what we talking about right now. But we also talking about Spence, because Spence, Spence said now that he got in that car wreck that he was going to he was going to announce a fight the next day or so, but now he couldn't announce a fight because now he ain't gonna be able to fight until May or June. So we trying to break that down. We trying to do a breakdown with that. Yes, what's y'all's thoughts on that? Let me see. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. We have to see. WO puts at #1 then. Yeah. Cause man, there's gonna be a lot of people come off that car, man. I was hoping they make some kind of exception to the rule, but you never know, man. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Said the sanctioning bodies could really order these fights, which would cause purse bids, and then the ducking would stop. Yeah, they could. They really could. But the sanctioning bodies, all they got to do is work together. You know what I mean? If they all work together, they'd be good. You know what I'm saying? That's all they got to do is just work together. Well, but hey, like they said, they worked together for that WBC because WBC said that they was going to order Spence versus Keith Thurman fight. So that was putting that in front of everything when Stanionis was sitting around waiting on Spence, which is screwed. Listen, Stanionis got screwed, man. He really did. He took that step aside money, kept stepping aside, letting people fight, and he ain't getting his just due. Now he got to go fight Virgil. That's what's sad, man. Boxing can be bull sometimes. You know that? Boxing can be bull sometimes, a lot of times. WO is currently Ortiz, Boots, Thurman, Ben, Rocha, and Avanesian. Yeah. 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 But like we said, Ben shouldn't even be on there, man. He's PED. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it will make Thurman #1, but Thurman ain't gonna take that because he's gonna be fighting. He's trying to get over there with Spence. So he ain't gonna take it. I went to the fight. Martin had super quick feet. From round 1 through round 12, Martin seemed to barely break a sweat. He got hit with a couple of right hands. Otherwise, he outclassed him. Yep. He's standing as a consolation belt. But yeah, man. Yeah. We all felt the same way. I had it scored 10-2. That's what I had it. And the thing about it is, I think he did a lot of good. I think he did really good. I think Derek James held him in there. They stuck to the game plan, and the game plan went like no other. Yeah, Ben should be suspended. Yeah, he should have already been suspended. He withdrew his plea of saying he was not guilty. You know what I'm saying? When he kept saying not plea, but when he was saying that he didn't use that, he's making all the statements, said he took that back down, he erased that, or he went back and said something against that. Says as long as Thurman doesn't become sometime of interim champ, he becomes WBO #1. Yep. He could press that fight. Keith Thurman would have a fight against him, and that would be good too. I'm sure Keith would take that fight. I'm sure Keith would take that fight. Maybe that's what they might do. Might be. Keith Thurman might take that fight. Which he should. That's the only way he's gonna get back up. Because he's not gonna go through Boots. You know that? He ain't going through Boots. He is not going through Boots at all. He ain't going through Boots, man. So that's what WBO, that's what he needs to do. Thurman needs to stay there for that. Because the only thing left is Alex Rocha. That's it. David Avenesian is gone. Connor Ben's gone. So it's not going to be nothing left. And the sanctioning bodies want somebody being there to be good. Tank Card is loaded. Tank Card is hella loaded. Hella loaded. And I can't wait to see that fight. Oh, it's going to definitely force TC's hand. Definitely. Definitely, man. Man, there was some good fights, and I can't wait to see a little bit more, man. That's all I want to see. I want to see a little bit more good fights like that back to back, man. I'll be happy, man. We see what Tank and them going to do. That card is loaded, then turn right around. We got another card coming right back behind it. It's going to be good, fam. It's going to be good, man. TC can fight Thurman, Demando, or Earl in May. Yep. He got to fight one of them. If they do him like that, then he's stuck. He gonna take Earl. He'd be a fool to take Thurman. Thurman looked bad his last few fights. He's going to get damaged if he fights Boots, Crawford, or Spence. Hey, well, guess what? He been asking for it. Listen, I like to see him fight Spence, but I'm still in my feelings the way he did Spence and Bud. But if he's going to become the WBO mandatory, hey, let him go on in there and fight him. Said Mel versus Tim would be interesting. Yeah, I think so. But I think Mel gets that one. I think Tim Zoo's father was really good. But now I think he's all right. I don't think he's Jamel's level. If Jamel got to stick to the game plan, go in there. Said Thurman beat Barrios up, came back versus Manny too. Yeah. But them layoffs. Yeah. Said Mel beating the brakes off Tim Zoo. Yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait, man. Yeah. But all right, guys, man, that's about it for me tonight, man. I'm going to roll up out of here, man. If you guys new to the channel, make sure on the way out, everybody hit the like button, man, for your boy, man. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And we're going to be doing this again tomorrow night. Every night we do this at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you guys join in. Appreciate everybody, man. I think everybody in here hit the like button. We got some likes, don't we? And we got some likes, guys, on this one. Yeah, we're getting right there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did. All right. So anybody leave out, man, make sure y'all hit the likes, man. We'll be back on tomorrow, man. So we stand on it, man. That's straight up, no chaser. So until tomorrow night, guys, I'm out. Fight, fam. Peace. All right, man. Appreciate y'all.